Number one, I think a lot of people lie about their addiction to sleeping medication. There is a secret to get rid of it. It's called PM yoga. Number two, if you have a problem of getting up early and there's daylight savings time where you gain an hour, why acclimate? Number three, I think people who try to listen too hard actually expose that they're not really listening because they're thinking about trying to listen. Oh, yeah. Number four, I think there's a skill set in the ability to sniff out unstable people. Number five, I've been analyzing the difference between meditation and prayer, and I think meditation is a lot like prayer, but with a lot less guilt. Number six, I don't think Americans really realize the impact how some systems have on other systems. When you take education, for example, when we make it very difficult for the college student to get an education, or we put them in significant debt just to graduate and not have an income to pay off that debt, people aren't going to be educated. And when people aren't educated, think of what that's going to do to society. Number seven, speaking of systems, let's talk about the healthcare system. There are many people right now that want to appeal Obamacare. That would take millions of people and not allow them to be able to have healthcare coverage. What type of idiot would do that? And if you would do that, why don't you go take it away from Medicare, because that's socialized medicine as well. Number eight, I don't know if people really realize the impact that corporations and big businesses have on politicians. They are the ones that fund these politicians. These politicians are afraid to speak out against these corporations because they're not going to get the funding in order to get elected. So the people that we elect, well, they're going to be taking care of the corporations. So you can pretty much expect a big, huge income gap between the upper class and the lower class. Goodbye, middle class. Number nine, a recent movie came out called Meet the Mormons. I don't think this went blockbuster nationwide. I think it was mainly Mormons that went and saw Meet the Mormons. But I was thinking about, what if they made a movie called Meet the Richard Wynn Family? What type of conversation would I be having with my family before they started filming us? Clean your room, do your homework, don't disrespect us, quit arguing, and act happy. Not really reflective of reality, is it? Number 10, there is one space that has made me drop the F-bomb than any other space, and that is the space between the console and the car seat. Number 11, I've always been a big fan of looking at people while they're jogging down the road. It appears that some people are having so much of a painful experience in trying to lose all that weight in one workout. And here's my advice to you. Take a deep breath and relax. Stay consistent and enjoy yourself. Number 12, I've never been a big fan of athletes praising Jesus for a win of a game. Have you ever thought for one brief moment that the opposing team probably had Christians on it praying to Jesus as well? That's got to be pretty conflicting for Jesus. Number 13, this so happens to be my 13th video, and I'd like to end with a quote, and that is this: all progress starts with a little bit of blasphemy. Peace.